What is God really like? What makes him so different than the rest of us? Hi, my name is Casey. I'm a former pastor with over 20 years experience in the ministry and or in training for such. I have a bachelor's degree and a master's degree in biblical studies. I want to teach you how to read, study, interpret, and apply the Bible. What are God's incommunicable attributes? Those qualities that make God totally unique, unlike anything or anyone else. Well, first, God is self-existent and transcendent. He doesn't need anything else to exist. He's completely independent, separate from his creation. 1 Kings 8:27 says the heavens can't even contain him. The universe is huge, but God's way beyond it, existing outside of it all. Second, he's eternal. He has no beginning. He has no end. Psalm 90 says his years go on forever, and 1,000 years to him are like a single day. God's also infinite. He has no limits whatsoever. This means he is omnipresent. He's everywhere at once. Psalm 139 says there's no place where we can hide from God. He's omnipotent, meaning all-powerful. Isaiah 43:13 says no one can stop his plans. He does whatever he pleases. This also means he's omniscient. He knows everything, past, present, and future. He's unlimited. Psalm 147 and 1 John 3 tell us that his understanding is infinite. Every thought, every secret, he's got it all. Now God is one. Deuteronomy 6:4 says he is one God, one substance, undivided and exclusive. No other gods exist. But the wild part is he's also triune, one God in three persons, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Genesis 1 and Matthew 3 show these persons of the Trinity working together, equal in nature but distinct in their roles. The Athanasian Creed sums it up. We worship one God in Trinity, not mixing their persons or splitting their essence. Father, Son, and Spirit are fully God, equal in glory, co-eternal. Some folks get this wrong, so beware of demonic doctrines like modalism, which says that God is one, but appears at different times in different forms. He's either Father, Son, or Spirit. That's not it. That's heresy. That's false teaching. Beware of tritheism, which says that these three persons are actually three separate gods. No, they're not. And finally, beware of subordinationism, which says that the Son is less than the Father, the Spirit is less than the Son. The Trinity is equal in nature, just different in their functions. God's immutable also. He never changes. Malachi 3:6 says he's the same forever. In a world where everything's shifting, God's steady. He is spirit. As John 4:24 says, he's immaterial, invisible, not bound by a physical body. These Bible verses about God's hands and eyes, well, that's the Bible using human terms to help us understand him, not literal body parts. Well, why does any of this matter? Well, knowing God's attributes, his transcendence, his eternity, his infinity, his oneness, his unchanging nature, they show us how awesome and unique he is. He's not just a bigger version of us. He's in a league all on his own. Yet through his grace, he created us and he loves us. What questions do you have about God? Please drop your answers, or your questions rather, in the comments. Also be sure to like, share, and to follow.